You're managing an Azure Front Door service instance. You notice that incoming XML files are not being compressed using Brotli as expected, even though the files are 9 megabytes in size. You need to identify the factors contributing to this behavior by evaluating the statements. First, the file MIME type is supported by the service. Second, edge nodes must be purged of all cache assets. Third, the compression type is supported. The available options for each statement are A, yes, and B, no.
This scenario explores how Azure Front Door handles content compression. We need to understand the underlying mechanisms that govern when files are compressed at the edge, including how services evaluate file formats, compression algorithms, cache states, and size constraints before delivering optimized content to end users. In my view, the correct evaluation is yes for the first statement, no for the second, and yes for the third. Azure Front Door supports compression for specific MIME types, including XML, and supports both gzip and Brotli algorithms. Therefore, the MIME type and compression type are fully supported, making the first and third statements yes. However, Azure Front Door has a strict file size restriction for compression, requiring files to be between 1 kilobyte and 8 megabytes. Because the XML file is 9 megabytes, it exceeds this limit, which stops compression from occurring. Purging edge nodes will not resolve a file size limitation, making the second statement no. As an exam tip, always memorize exact operational limits like size thresholds for CDN compression.